Oh, I should have brought my magnifying glass.
Hello. Welcome to the Simply Together show. It is, I don't even know what the date is.
It's the 10th.
It's the 10th of February. It's one of those days. It is grey, it's murky, is the snow coming our way? I keep seeing all these things about snow. Are we getting snow?
I don't think we meant to. We're right on the edge of what the storm coming in below us is, which near where my mum is in Weymouth, they do not need any more rain. Yes, there's plenty of it down there. There's lots of flooding already.
Oh, wow.
In different areas. Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know how cold it is because I haven't been out there. Has anybody been out?
No, but
not too cold.
It's a little bit warm. I opened the window and, well, I say warm with caution, right? So,
warmer than you thought.
I opened the window expecting a blast of icy air, but it wasn't that bad.
There's a contrast here because Shelley has a t-shirt on. Short sleeves?
It's short sleeves at the moment, but I will be wearing my coats to go outside in, so yes.
I have a blouse with long sleeves, and this one has got the fluffiest roll neck jumper on. So we can see whose house has got the heating on and whose hasn't.
I've got heating on. I'm sat right next to the radiator here.
Oh my gosh, you must be cold then.
I'm always cold.
Okay. So how are you doing, Shelley? Because Shelley's going to disappear soon. So in a puff of smoke, how are you doing?
Yeah, the bit that says out and about, yes, I will be out and about in a minute. Yeah, I'm okay. I've been out, sorted out the dog. For those that do remember, my dog did have a bad leg. He's in the process of being, I think is it next week? No, the week after, of actually then having his referral to have an operation. So at the moment, he's damaged his cruciate ligament. So yes, it's not got better. So it's just the current painkillers until he has a referral.
How would that even get better for a dog, though? This is a problem. I don't understand why they didn't just schedule the operation straight away, because it's not like a dog is going to sit still like a human being would.
Yeah, the delay was because it could have just been a strain when you go to the vet, because it's then going to cost you to have an X-ray done. So that's where you then see, if it's going to be okay. Because I could have then said, yes, do X-ray straight away, but it would have been, as we were quoted, £700 just for an X-ray on a Jack Russell.
What?
Because he has to be put under. I thought it was a sedation, but it's not. It's an actual full. But yeah, and then have the X-rays done on both legs. The quote was £700.
Is that the excess of a pet insurance?
So yeah. So where we've got the pet insurance, I paid the excess of. The excess was 175, I think it was.
Wow.
But while he was under anaesthetic, I then said, can you clean his teeth and do his claws as well? So I paid a little bit extra on that day, because I thought while you're under, you might as well do it all at the same time.
I know it's expensive. I didn't realise it was that expensive. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay.
So at the minute, the vet that we're going to got in contact with the insurance company just to make sure there was enough monies on what we spent, like what on our account, if you like, of what he could be charged for his op. So I don't know how much that was, because I didn't actually look at that. But yeah, that could be about £7,000, I think, something like that. Yeah,
Right,
yeah. You can
I'm
see
gobsmacked.
why
So
the
do
pet
you
insurance and
know
why.
if you have?
So was that?
Do you know if you have enough on your insurance? Do you know if you have enough on your
Yes,
insurance to pay for an op
yes,
then?
yes, yes. Yeah, they've come back to us and said just to confirm that yes, you have got enough on there for doing like his op, that what they believe it's going to be, looking at his X-rays and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. Right. Nikkei, how are you doing?
I'm just thinking that pet insurance would be a very good item for a Valentine's present. I'm very good, thank you. Not too bad. We're a bit sore. We had our first competition of the year this weekend.
And how did you do?
That was good. So yeah, exec. It was good. I got silver, but I had to fight my friend. Oh my god, that was hard. It's hard fighting somebody that's had the same training as you. TJ's not very happy there, was he?
No,
That's
no,
it.
no.
Is
Sorry.
it Christmas?
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because I mentioned fighting, TJ? I didn't say I'm going to fight you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you need to take him onto site next time.
Oh my lord! No, so apart from that, it's all good. I'm just showing my age. Aches here, aches there, clash shin pain there, but it's good. It's very good. Thank you. How are you?
So did you say it was your friends that you had
Yeah.
to?
So
Yeah.
obviously we are in I suppose like in tennis they call them veterans, but we are called execs. So it's in this competition it's 35 years and above.
Which you're just slightly over, yeah.
Yeah. So it's quite good. They did change the date, so there were a couple of our normal protagonists were not there, but it was good. I had 2 fights, so yeah, the first fight was very funny because I just had a height advantage basically, so it was very funny, and yeah, it was good. And a lot of the kids that came, they all did really well as well, so they were all happy.
So okay then. So do you quite often then have height advantage because you're quite tall?
Actually, funny enough, not always. Often times maybe, but when I think about all the people, I mean, okay, if I look at just the people that are nearly always there, no, because I just happen not to be partnered with the other lady that is nearly my height. The other lady who I would say is the one to beat, she's just as tall as I am, and she's 10 years younger. So go figure. Okay. And well, so I say 10 years. It's more than 10 years actually. So yeah, and so there are a couple of other people who are quite nearly as tall as I am.
Okay.
But with Taekwondo, as much as height comes into it, the other key thing is speed.
Are you nifty on your feet then?
No. I'm much better. I am much quicker, to be honest. And in competition compared to in class, you do naturally go a bit faster because it's a competition, isn't it? And you're in the moment. So yeah, so it's good fun. I think you should come. I think you should join Cecile.
Really?
I don't. Good. I'm gonna say I don't say. Oh, I'm too old because we met a lady there. 78 years old she is. She started doing Taekwondo when she was 59, and she's still got a very mean sidekick.
Okay.
My friend and I were like, really tell us, and so we learned all about her journey. So yeah.
Maybe that's what I could do on a Tuesday evening, replacing what we were already doing on a Tuesday evening.
No, Monday evening.
I work on Monday. What time is it?
Or Thursday evening, 7 to 8.
Maybe. We'll see.
Get that anger out. How are you? Sorry, I interrupted.
I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay. I have it might be interesting. I'm not sure if it's interesting. I had a doctor's appointment in November, and I was told that they were going to refer me to physio and possibly have an MRI. Well, a scan. I don't like MRIs. That's a whole different subject. So, and I thought, okay, Christmas came. I thought, okay, they're busy. It's Christmas, etc., etc. Forgot about it in January. Then looked on my NHS app at the weekend and thought it's not even on there. So I rang the surgery and said, have you actually done this referral to physio? And she said, well, when was that then? So I said it was on the date that it was. I said, I've got my NHS app open in front of me and it's not on there. And then she said, she said she must have had a look on her schedule and said, I can book you in on Wednesday. So I said, is that my appointment then? I haven't had a letter. She goes, well, no, it's not necessarily specifically yours, but I can book you in. And I just thought, seriously, if I hadn't have phoned, how much longer would I have been waiting?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my little moment.
That is a bit similar to my mum's. I was okay. I said that, then I was thinking I was going to say it. What I'm going to anyway. But my mum was having stuff done because she was feeling tired. At 88 years old, yes, you are feeling tired. But she'd had the doctor then turn around and say, oh, we need to book you in for checking your heart, and we need to book a chest x-ray, and we might then refer you up to the hospital, so a specialist. So that was the last time I was with her down in Weymouth, like the last time I was down there from just before Christmas. And she didn't hear anything. Then she was then kind of like, well, this is now getting silly. Oh, everything's all okay. We don't need to refer you. Now, Mum's not one to be like, we're not panicking about what was said, but it could have been quite nasty about what was said, like to being referred. But yeah. Oh, everything's all right.
I just thought, do you know what? I mean, the surgery that I go to is not the best. I'm not saying where it is, but it's just not the best at all.
I know where it
is. In the same group. I'm not at your surgery, but I'm in the same group.
Exactly. Yeah, they're not the best. And I just thought, seriously, so I need to ring up to remind, well, no, not even remind you, because you hadn't even done it.
Yeah.
I need to ring up to let you know that this is what the doctor told me that I could have, but yet you still haven't done it. And then you can then book me in. That was yesterday, and you can book me in for Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
But anyway, I digress. I am fine. We're talking about Valentine's Day.
Yay!
Valentine's Day. So, somebody likes Valentine's Day.
No.
Someone's in the mood for love.
I was just regretting that I didn't bring my Valentine's cup. I do have a very nice Valentine's cup. I forgot.
Well, she's wearing pink today, I've actually just realised.
Who is?
Nikki's wearing pink today.
I wear pink most days.
Oh, yeah, I suppose you.
Oh, okay. So the connection with the Valentines. She's wearing.
Yeah.
I've got nails.
You've got pink nails, yeah.
It's not Valentine's. That is not for Valentine's Day at all. So anybody who's watching, hello, Faith. I can see you're watching. Tell us about Valentine's. What do you think about Valentine's? Is it all just a money-making opportunity? Do you like Valentine's? Yeah. Let us know.
I Googled some stuff. I actually printed it out. Look. I was that excited.
Ooh. Very
interesting. So, it says the holiday. So obviously, let's come up with an American thing. The holiday's roots are surprisingly dark and complex. So I can't pronounce this word, Lupercalia, which is in ancient Rome, mid-February was the time of Lupercalia, a fertility festival. It involves sacrificing goats and dogs and using their hides to slap women, a ritual believed to promote fertility in the coming year.
Okay.
Phrase. Then we've got Saint Valentine. I think we all know Saint Valentine, but it says the Catholic Church recognizes several saints named Valentine. The most popular legend claims a priest named Valentine defied Emperor Claudius II's ban on marriage for young soldiers who were thought to be better fighters if they were single by performing single weddings. When he was discovered, he was executed on February the 14th. And then the first Valentine, another story suggests Valentine sent first greeting himself while in prison to his jailer's daughter, signing it from your Valentine. And then through the ages, it's just kind of evolved into what we've got today. In the Middle Ages, it was Chaucer, the English poet. He wrote that February the 14th was the day the birds chose their mates, cementing the idea of lovebirds.
Okay.
Yeah. And handwritten notes by the 1700s became common for friends and lovers to exchange small tokens or handwritten notes. And then in the Industrial Revolution, Esther, that was in the 1840s, Esther Howland was known as the mother of Valentine, began mass producing lace-trimmed greeting cards in America. Surprise, surprise! It shifted the holiday from handmade sentiment to a commercial industry. Today, the holiday is a global phenomenon. While it remains centered on romantic love, it has expanded to include Galentine's Day, celebrating female friendships, and gifts for family members and even pets. See, I told you, pet insurance is a good Valentine's present.
Yeah.
It's now defined as the big four: gift cards, chocolates, flowers, specifically red roses and jewellery. Well, would you like to? Oh yeah, then it asked me if I wanted to know some more. Then there's some other traditions that they told me about. So apparently in Wales, they celebrate St. Dwinen's Day on January the 25th instead of, or in addition to February the 14th. The traditional gift is a love spoon, intricately carved wooden spoons that suitors give to their beloved to show off their woodworking skills and their ability to provide.
I think Shelley's got one. She's getting up.
I've got one because I've got family in Wales, but I can't think where I'll put it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's carved out of one piece of wood. It's carved out of one piece of wood, and it's so it's all like lace intricate. So you're cutting pieces out of one piece of wood, but it's meant to say solid. Yeah.
Yeah.
And was you given that for Valentine's, or was you just given that at any point of the year?
That was given to me. Oh, I've just seen it. And I just remembered why I've just seen it is because it was given to me when we got married.
And
Okay.
when did you get married?
Welsh family. No, just when we got married. Because it's a symbol of love.
Yeah. Oh, and in South Korea.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And they can be more intricate. I mean, this has just got one bit that's cut out, but they can be more intricate than that, and they can be bigger as well.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
In South Korea?
Let me just tell you quickly. In South Korea and Japan, the roles are reversed. On February the 14th, only women give gifts, usually chocolates to men. To balance this, White Day is celebrated on March the 14th, when men return the favour by giving gifts to the women. There's even a Black Day on April the 14th for single who gather to eat black bean noodles to mourn their single status.
Okay,
oh my God.
So quite a lot of this comes from the early part of the year when it's spring, when nature around you is starting to come to life, whether it be plants or whether it be animals. So the idea being that you've got Valentine's Day to declare your love, and then the summer months are then your wedding times.
Oh,
back then you would get married really quite quickly.
Okay.
That's
okay. So who?
And then the notes kind of thing. I know the notes kind of thing all comes from like your Victorian, Edwardian kind of period where you couldn't just say what you felt. You couldn't just walk hand in hand. You had to have notes, and that's where the secrecy comes from as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Your secret Valentine and that. Yeah.
So we've got Leisha on, we've got Rita on. Okay, so both of you have got husbands then. I obviously need to declare my singleness and on the Black Day or whatever that is.
Black Day, April the 14th.
Really? Okay, so I'm declaring it now because by the time it gets to April the 14th, I will have forgotten. I won't remember that. So I'm declaring it now, my singleness, and today will be my Black Day.
Oh my God.
So
funny.
Yeah. The two of you have got husbands and you've also got a lovely little dog. So what are you giving each other something, or is it just
No, I don't think so. We've got bills in this house. Our car has got money to be spent on it. Not my car before you start. And I've got to. I remember I told you I bumped into somebody's car, so I've got that bill coming up there. So I don't think we're going to be doing Valentine's this week. But what I will tell you is 1 year or a couple of years, Dennis was in Nigeria in Valentine's, and he said it's that day you just have to stay home because literally the traffic is like rush hour traffic all day.
Why?
Because people are doing Instagram Valentine's, isn't it? It's just crazy. It is a really big deal, apparently.
Okay.
But you saying about that, I remember when I worked in the cash and carry, there's quite a lot of people in the cash and carry that had met because of working together. Being up in Sundon Park, everyone was around from that area, so they all kind of were in relationships of some kind. So Valentine's Day, it was always a one-up on everyone else. All the men used to get bigger and bigger presents getting delivered into the cash and carry. Because me and Will were engaged at that point. I don't think we were married. I'm sure we were just engaged. And I said about it to him. He then decided that he had the day off work, wore a suit, and actually came in with the flowers and the present. So all of them around the cash and carry are all like, oh yeah, it's this big thing and it's the one up, and I'm working with both partners, and all the men are then turning around and saying, oh God, I don't know what she wants this year. We're gonna have to do this, gonna have to do that. And then, Will came into the office. So I get an announcement across the whole of the cash and carry. Shall come down to the front desk, please. You have a personal delivery, was what was said. So everyone was coming out from all the different offices.
Right. Okay. So
it's one-upmanship. That's what I feel Valentine's is.
Your husband, no money or not, he needs to do something. He needs to put on some suit, and he needs to come and just show that love to you.
Why your work. Wearing a suit to a wedding day? You think he's going to put a suit on for Valentine's? Jokes.
Shelley's husband did. So come on, he's got to do something, and somebody needs to video it so we can see it.
That is really funny.
So, Rita gives her
I'm going to buy the offer in Asda. There's a really good offer in Asda, Valentine's offer for two. I think my friend told me, I think it's £15. Get a full bottle of wine, steak, and 2 sides.
Oh yeah.
And cool. A pudding?
And a pudding, yeah. And a pudding.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad then.
Nope.
So Rita gives her husband the same Valentine's card and has done for the past 20 years.
The same Valentine card? Like what? She bought the card 20 years ago.
Yeah, she bought the card 20 years ago.
She puts it out. She takes it back.
Puts it in the cupboard.
She gives it back to him.
That's a good idea, because I came across another one the other day.
Oh, look, see, I'm beautiful. Beautiful Valentine's. No one can do you know what? No one can afford me. Listen. I have not had a Valentine's card or present in a number of years. So a small box of chocolates would be fine. They can afford me. I don't need any more than that.
You've now got this Valentine's thing that comes up. And I think it's, even though people make especially the Americans, that they'll put the whole money thing onto it. but to actually celebrate the friendships you have with girlfriends, because some girlfriend relationships are far closer than a partner relationship.
Yeah.
And there's been a couple of people that I've noticed on social media coming up to Valentine's, that they've been doing posts and they're saying just how many love songs actually make more sense to your female relationships than they actually do to your partners. So
Yeah.
how can I live without you, kind of thing, or yeah, I'll be nothing if I don't have you.
Okay.
If I don't have you, kind of thing.
So have they got cards in the shops for your girlies then?
Yeah.
Right.
I
Valentine's to
saw
your
as well
dogs
a
and
Happy
yeah, all
Valentine's
sorts.
one.
Really? I don't know about that, because I celebrate my girlies all the time. I don't know if they need a specific day. They may say something different. I may ask them whether they would like that, but we kind of just celebrate it anyway.
But does anybody need a specific date though? This is the question.
I don't know.
So I mean, some people, like, I like what Rita said there, to be honest. I think that is really cute and funny. That, it's the same card that they bought 20 years ago.
Yes.
Like in our house, to be honest, it's hit and miss. Sometimes we'll say, oh, we're not doing, and sometimes we'll do. That's why I was saying before we came on there, I said, oh, I should have brought my Valentine's cup, because it's a really nice cup. But yeah, and I also think about it in the same context of how we've, when we're talking about Christmas and the lead up to it, and the pressure. I mean, I don't really feel that much pressure for Valentine's here, but from what I've been told about it, like back home, it's crazy. And then, like you said, you had that in there. I mean, that pressure I feel would be even more, because it's hot housed in one store.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're looking at each who's sending a card, what flowers are being sent. They need a bigger bouquet because somebody else has sent a bigger one, and then that just goes on and on.
Yeah.
I don't suppose it's necessarily like that as much in offices. Is it like that in offices? You work in an office, Nico?
Well, no, because I mean, my office is quite big anyway, and it's very intergenerational. So, well, that was a big word, wasn't it?
Intergenerational. What does it mean?
What do you mean? What does it mean?
I'm just finding out if you know what it means, because you're putting the word in there. So just
different generations. We've got boomers, we've got Gen Z, we've got millennials.
Okay. So it's very intergenerational.
Yeah, and well, yeah, I don't know. Over the years, I have seen a bit. I have seen stuff, but nothing like what Shelley described.
But it's obviously this year, Valentine's Day is on Saturday. So I wonder whether more people will then go out for a meal, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And obviously,
if you haven't booked that by now, you're going to get stuck, because it is a weekend. Yeah.
But you're not necessarily going to get things delivered at work, because they could get them delivered at home on the Saturday.
Yeah.
What is going on? Is there somebody else?
I think there's someone else out there. Sorry, I was trying to mute myself, but I'm on my phone. See?
Is that DJ saying Valentine's is coming up and I want some treats?
That is, if the postman's there, it does not mean that I'm getting a Valentine's card. I can tell you that for nothing.
Oh dear, too funny.
But going back to presents and stuff, it was very much, I prefer the small things that mean something, rather than the big huge bunch of flowers.
Like
just
what?
Because it's going to cost more on that day. So if you was to then say, well, if there was something that a card, or like sometimes like the cards that you put in your wallets and stuff, if they had the better words on it, if those words mean something, I would prefer that than to have a like necklace, bracelet, earrings, all those kind of things that men then do
I
think
don't know.
of.
You can't go wrong with a bit of gold.
Well,
I
yeah,
just
yeah,
the same thing, you know. Nice bit of gold ain't, you know. I wouldn't say no,
yeah.
but I also wouldn't
But
say no to
it's,
little box of chocolates. So
yeah, but it shows you when we have bought each other things, it's not like we would go for the most expensive fancy box of chocolates. It's the chocolates that you like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
yeah. Just putting that out there to anyone who's listening. I don't need the expensive chocolates. Just something, you know. Toffee feet. I love toffee feet. They'll cost you £1.80 in Tesco's. I might just go and buy my own, you know, just go and get my own Valentine's present.
Well, the last few times I've bought flowers, I've bought myself flowers because I can, as the song goes. I fancy
I
flowers,
can
so I
buy
bought
myself
flowers.
flowers.
Oh, I like this. I like this. Look. It was cute to receive a card from an admirer when I was younger. At this age, it seems stalkerish.
Oh yeah. Oh, that could really wind other people up as well. I mean, like, if you was to receive a card now, Leash, that he kind of, well, who is it from?
Yeah.
Because I've got a few male friends, or you got a few, if you say like hookups or whatever. It's like, well, where, who, why?
That is, I mean, when you look at it seriously, if somebody you don't know knows your address and sends you something, then that does feel a bit stalkerish.
But that's interesting though, because if you think about it, our means of finding out stuff now is tenfold compared to when we were younger.
Yeah.
So when you were younger, you'd get your secret Valentine's, I suppose, because you were in the vicinity. But now it's really easy to find out people's address and stuff like that.
Is it really?
Well, yeah, if it's not locked down. If you've been careless, you've not. Well, I take that back because obviously people don't necessarily know, you know, but it can be done.
And it's not like they can leave things on the doorstep either now with Ring doorbells or Google doorbells or whatever you've got. Everyone's got some kind of CCTV now, haven't they?
Yeah.
Cap, head down, drop it on the doorstep, walk away. we've all watched police custody 24 hours and all that business. So no way you can drop something on the doorstep. And also the Amazon man and the bloody DPD man, they quickly go and they're gone. And you don't even see them. And even the Ring doorbell doesn't catch them. So
I was thinking about just about that when you was a kid. When I was sort of like you're 16, 17, 18 with a boyfriend, and because there was us two friends and them two were friends, they thought it was cute for Valentine's Day to deliver our presents using a uncle's van to deliver them. So it wasn't them giving us the present, it was like a secret Valentine. But the uncle's van had got the name down the side. So we knew who it was from anyway. Even though we knew who it was from, you'd hope, because it's your boyfriend at the time. But it was to actually be from the secret and then to get your uncle to deliver it. So it's not them giving it to you, but your uncle's got the works van.
But that's still sweet. That's really sweet.
It was very, very sweet.
So you've had that. You've had Puppy in a suit.
Yeah.
What else is there? What else? You know.
One thing he did do, I think it was for our anniversary. We were going to go for a picnic, and it didn't quite work out. So we ended up with the picnic at home. But rather than just sitting on the sofa and watching telly and having the picnic, it was the blanket on the floor with all the paper plates and everything else, like a proper picnic, which was kind of cute. That was kind of cute. So he wasn't like, I think because I was quite mightily peeved that we couldn't go out anywhere because it was such a bad day. But yeah, we had the picnic on the floor. It was like a proper picnic, but just happened to be inside the flat.
What are you going to do on Saturday? What's happening on Saturday? Nothing at all?
Nothing at all.
You're a baker.
Nothing
Are
at
you
all.
gonna bake something? Nope.
I know I need to do some fudge for someone, so I might end up with a bit of fudge here. But yeah, we nowadays, unfortunately, it's kind of not even for our anniversary. Yeah, it's a weird one. And I don't know whether it's because you've been together for so long and then you just kind of, yeah, we've got all the bills, we've got everything else.
You never know.
And then
There's
that's,
what's today? Tuesday. So you got the rest of today,
yeah,
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You got 4 whole days. 4 whole days is a very long time. That's 4 lots in
yeah.
24 hours. Anything could happen. You could
Like
wake
what?
up on Friday morning and feel as romantic as whatever and think, oh, I'm going to do something really special for Mr. Will and I'm going to go off. I've done that before, where like in the lead up, I think, no, can't be bothered. And then next thing I don't know, I'm like, oh, yeah, oh, that's a nice card. Let me get that card. And then, of course, when you get the card, oh, let me do this or let me cook. Yeah.
Yeah, we're more likely to do something special for dinner at home here. But yeah, it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be buying each other presents or anything. But yeah.
I've just had this thought of, I know, and I'm not even going to say it because it's not for this show.
How could you do that?
What, have the thought or
Yes,
not
and not
share
share it. Then you should have
Well,
kept it to yourself.
I can't keep. Well, it's just it came into my head. I'll tell both of you afterwards. It came into my head for somebody who hasn't got any money because they've got bills and they've got car to pay for, and you've got to do something that's not going to cost you anything. How about a surprise for when he gets home from work? In the
Do we need to
Anyway.
wear some safeguarding hat on here? I think.
Huh? So
Yourself. I think your imagination is working overtime.
It is. Oh dear, where my head is
I'll
gone.
just show him a picture. This is what I should have been wearing. Yeah.
Anyway, if you're watching, anybody's watching, tell us what you're going to do on Valentine's Day. Keep it clean.
See, the thought I just had was when I said, "Oh, I could buy myself flowers and stuff." I can actually order my own flowers and get them delivered to the door and see what he says. It's come out of your account. It's fine.
Yes. And then you could just put a little extra, because if you're ordering them, they'll ask you what words you want on the card.
Yeah, what words do I want on it? Yeah.
Yes.
And the person that loves you most.
To my lovely Valentine with just a kiss on it, and that's it. No, okay.
That's funny.
That will be interesting. And then what we'll do is next week we'll then talk about whether you're getting a divorce or not, because you've got these flowers whoever. Oh my days, yes. Is it all just about money? Do people just spend too much money? Is it okay to just go over the top because you can afford it? Does it matter? If you can't afford it, what do you then do? Do you do nothing? Where's Nikkei gone?
It's my big fingers on the mobile, sorry.
Do you do nothing, or what do you do? No, tell us what you're doing. Trisha, she'll be watching later on today. Trisha, what do you do for Valentine's? Do you and hubby go out for something to eat, or she sews? Maybe she makes him something.
Yeah, could be. But what I was going to say, in answer to that question, but that is where creativity comes in, isn't it?
Yes.
Because sometimes, and it is very interesting, just even reading that thing there. I mean, obviously, this is what they've pulled up, but the bit there where in the industrial revolution, and obviously now, sometimes when I'm being cynical, I'm like, oh, it's just a holiday created by Hallmark. But
I don't think it was created by Hallmark, but they
it wasn't.
But on it.
Yeah,
they have cashed on it.
Because I was saying there in the 1840s, I don't even know if Hallmark was around there, but Esther Howland, the mother of Valentine, began mass producing. So that's the thing. But you could be creative. You could make things. You could do things that are special.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's not just
See,
cards.
when you just said about Hallmark, cashing in on that, well, yes, the card people are cashing in because now you can get a card for your pet and for your girly friends.
Yeah.
You know, so they are cashing in on that. Each time they decide to put another card out there, we're the ones that are buying those.
Yeah, I mean, those are all very good ideas. And like I said, I do take it back to the discussion we had about Christmas, in the sense that people need to be discerning and think about, well, what it means to them and why they're doing it. And if you can do something with money, like you said, there are other things that you can do that are meaningful. But sometimes I suppose it's very easy. People just get caught up in the rapture of it, isn't it?
Yes.
And FOMO is real.
Yeah. And I suppose it's like you said, and it's about you and that other person.
Yeah.
And what the two of you want to do and what is meaningful for both of you. But then you get those relationships where one person celebrates it and the other person doesn't.
Yeah.
Is that just because the other person doesn't want to buy a present?
It could be comfort. It could be many things, couldn't it? But if you look at it from a nice point of view, it could just be where you're comfortable. So if you're comfortable and you're happy there, and let's just err on the side of the fact that you've got a partner that's not into all of those things. They're not into it. It doesn't mean that they love you any less. You knew that they were not into it. You just happen to be into it. So you really, truly, you shouldn't take offense or feel that the person doesn't love you any less because they're not up for celebrating the Valentine's. You see?
Yeah. And as Rita said, I don't really need anything to prove he loves me. Every day is a special day, in the words of the card. So in her card, every day is a special day. But he shows her that every day. So does she need a card on Valentine's Day?
No.
Does he need a new one? 20 years on now. Does he need a new one?
I actually think that is really romantic, actually, to be honest. If, insofar as that link, that streak has not been broken and it comes out for Valentine's Day I actually think that is really unique and nice.
It's very sweet. It is very sweet. Very much so. So, whatever you're doing, whether you are in a relationship or whether you are single, if you're single, go and treat yourself. Go and get yourself a little something. Because I am.
I already had my crunchy yesterday.
Is that it for the week? One crunchy?
No, I'm just joking.
Do whatever it is that makes you feel happy. That is what this is about. We don't need Valentine's Day every single day of the year. I'm sure the person that you are with, the two of you, are telling each other that you love each other. And maybe that's what is
very interesting that you should say that. So I made a post the other day. Well, actually, I reposted the post. And in that post, I said, what brings you joy? When is the last time you did something that it made you forget time? And somebody came on and made a comment and said, that they don't do much things for fun anymore, that they need to change that. And I'm thinking that sometimes something like Valentine's Day or National Girlfriends Day or those things, they can actually serve as a reminder to prompt you to wake up out of the autopilot to come off the treadmill for 5 minutes. Because that's the other thing as well, is a lot of the time, people get wrapped up, life will be a life in, and Valentine's is the least of the things that they are thinking about, not because they don't love or want to show their partner a symbol of love. It's just, like we said, life will be a life in, and it can just be a prod to wake up, smell the roses, have some coffee, that type of thing.
Yeah, because we are, as everybody keeps saying, and anybody that listens to the news and everything else, economy crisis, etc., but a lot of people are in that mundane, I go to work, I come home, and I go to work, I come home, and I pay the bills, you know, and sometimes those two people then forget the reason why they're together because they're so caught up in that everyday mundane thing. So maybe Valentine's is going to be that little prod to remind you, actually, look after each other, talk to each other, you know, tell each other that you love each other, those kind of things. So maybe that's what it is. You don't have to go out and spend a whole load of money, but you can do something for each other.
Yeah. Or you could just create a tradition.
Go on. What tradition is that? The card?
Like Rita brings out her card, you know, so that is a tradition. It's a nice tradition to have. It could just be that you decide to, all right, you could both take the day off work and just lounge around and watch Netflix all day. You know, or it could be that that's the one day of the year where you have all the like, I don't know, saturated fat, like mac and cheese and fried chicken and all of that malak. It could be anything.
It can, but that's the point though, isn't it?
Sorry?
That's the point. It doesn't have to be a card and flowers and a gift, chocolates or gold or whatever. It doesn't have to be that. It could just be a day at home, Netflix, snacks, whatever. That's what it could be. Or, you know, anything that you want it to be. It doesn't have to be what everybody else says.
Exactly.
Because if you go back to Chaucer, it was just a little note, a little handwritten note with no name on it, given to somebody. So it can be anything you want it to be. Anyway, before we wrap up, I just want to share, we have got our communities. I've got to find this first, because as you can see, Shelley has run away. So we've got our community Zoom on Thursday, 7 o'clock, normally finish about 9. You just need to register. It's free to register. And just come and join us. You know, we talk about lots of different things, catch up with everybody, see how they are, anything you want to share. And that Zoom has been going on since 2020. Started in COVID, and we're still doing it. So you don't have to stay the whole time. You can just drop in, little chat, and drop out again. That's Thursday. And we have also got, check me out. Look at that. So
you're getting good at this, Cecile.
There's another one I'm supposed to find, and I don't know where it is, so I might not be as good as that, to be fair. So we've got Simply D's International Women's Day afternoon soiree. We're doing a soiree. We did one last year. It was really good. It was really good. 22nd of March. It's 2 till 5, and it's at the Luton Irish Forum. It's £20 a person. It is ladies only. Ladies only. And we had such great fun last year. There'll be a bit of food, a bit of chatter, various different things are going to be going on. It's just really good fun. It is just really good fun. Dress up if you want to, as in not in a costume. Well, if you want, I take that back. If you want to come in a costume, you can. That is fine. That's up to you. But if you want to put a dress on for a change, you know, step it up a little bit, whatever you want to do. Want to come, just come as you are. Tickets, the tickets are going quite fast, so you need to get in there quickly. And then, bear with me. Aha! Look at that. Hold on.
Wow.
I need to see if I can get rid of this now. There we go. There we go. So, I don't even know what day that is. I need to wait for the ticket to come back now.
I can't read it because it's on my phone. It's too small. Even with my glasses on, it's really small.
So, oh, no, that's not the one we want, is it? 12th of Feb. Yeah, so it's called Incarcerating Eve. It's the 12th of Feb at the Luton Library Theatre. £12 a ticket, concessions £8. And you can go on to Try Booking to book that in. It's a really good play. It's local. I know it's during the day, so if anybody is off, then please, go along. We're also trying to support all of these local artists and also our local theatre as well. So that is on Thursday. It is Library Theatre, £12, £8 if you have concessions. I think that's everything.
Wow.
Shelley's gone, so she can't tell me if it's not everything, but I think that is everything. So whatever you're doing Valentine's Day, go and enjoy it. If you're doing nothing, enjoy that as well. And we will see you next week at the same time.
Yeah.
12 o'clock.
Bye.